Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Let's Talk About Life podcast. I don't think I'm gonna be before y'all long today. I know I always say that and I talk for 45 minutes, but um first off, happy Sunday. I hope everybody had an amazing day. Church was hitting. Church was hitting, but before I even get into church, um it's been a weird week for me. Um I remember I was telling my son about midweek. I was like, I'm just kind of in a funk. Like, I'm just off. I honestly thought, excuse me, I thought I felt like something had jumped on me while I was at church on Sunday because we do a lot of hugging and stuff like that. But you don't know what people, you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what's done jumped on them, whatever the case might be. It could be a spirit of depression. It could be a spirit of anything, jealousy, anger, whatever. And I just felt off. So you know, when I got to church this morning, one, I oiled up with we got some, oil that's been, like blessed and prayed over and stuff that we got on our retreat. I oiled my hands up real good with that. I got to church, we got in our prayer circle, I got me some more oil. And then even once we went in the back to pray before going out, to sing before the service started, I got me some more oil and rubbed it all up my arms and everything and I was very wary about giving people hugs and stuff. And I remember telling somebody like, yeah, girl, I think something jumped on me because my week was off mentally. Um, I found myself in situations that I shouldn't necessarily been in. Um, whether it be just how I handle conversations with coworkers. Um, I found myself just not doing any of the things that I said I was going to do. To be quite honest, I talked about this a little bit last week, but I mean, your girl scrolled on the phone. One thing about it, and two things for certain, I don't even know why I wasted my time not being on social media last weekend because I definitely made up for it tenfold this week. Um, of course, it's always disguised as something uh good, like I would say churchy video sermons, uh, high protein meal prep, all of the things that I've kind of been into, but like I just did a whole lot of nothing, to be honest, and I just found myself, um, when we went to practice on Thursday. I can't even speak on nobody else. I can say that I wasn't up to where I needed to be. I didn't show up in a manner so that we could be as successful as we should. Because I mean, I listened to the songs, but I just really wasn't giving it. I wasn't giving anything my all. But like I said, I just felt off. I just couldn't. I really couldn't put a finger on it. Um, I was just off. And so, boom, we go to church today. We come together. I think the praise team we did a very good job. One song in particular that we had been struggling on, I think we did very well on it. So we came full circle on that, which we do a lot of the times. But again, like we were saying on Thursday, that is not the standard. The standard is not to be trash on Thursday and then come together on Sunday. We need to be good on Sunday. I mean on Thursday with that firm foundation, and then just fully execute on Sunday, right? So that we don't even have to be worried about it and have to be like scrambling and practicing and practicing and practicing. We should just be making little tweaks, practicing ad libs and things like that after Thursday. Not really like let me learn the lyrics to the song, let me learn the rhythm and all of the things. But anyway, pastor come up and he preaching. And one of the things that he says, the one thing that stuck out to me the most, right, was that he spoke about like, have you ever just been off? Have you ever just been in a funk and have you just been off and you just couldn't quite put your finger on it, right? Because ain't nothing really wrong, ain't nothing really going on. You know what I mean? Life be life, and of course, but one, we already know that we know we're going to stand undefeated, And you've been and made it through all of the things, even if some of it is more of a distraction or inconvenience. That's what I want to use. But he was like, have you ever just been off and you couldn't put your finger on it? And he said that he had also had a week like that, and Holy Spirit had been talking to him and explained to him, oh, that's me grieving. I'm grieving because me and you ain't where we need to be together. Like, our intimacy is off. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to be here, we used to be close, and now we over here. Even if it's like we could be right here, but see, we used to be like this, and now we like this, or we like this, whatever the case might be, right? Our intimacy is off. I'm trying to make moves on your behalf. You can't hear me, you can't see me, because you over here somewhere worried about whatever. You ain't in your word. You ain't doing no studying. You ain't doing none of the things that you either know you said you was gonna do or that you know you should be doing. And I'm grieving because I miss you. I miss you. We supposed to have our time, right? So he was saying that, and I was looking like, because baby, let me tell you something. That extra scrolling that I did this week to make up for not scrolling on the weekend. And remember, I said I read a few pages of this and I did a couple of that. I looked at my little prayer journal this morning. I normally write in there every day. Well, not even this morning, this afternoon after church. I done went from writing in there every morning to, oh, well, as long as I write in it throughout the day, it's fine. Which, don't get me wrong, that is fine, because, even just writing in the morning, sometimes maybe you need to write at midday, because that's just me talking to God and putting it in a manner so that, like, I can get it all out, right? I look up, and now, like I said, first is I ain't writing in the morning, I'm writing in the afternoon or whatever. So then, just based off of the day being over, or whatever the case might be, of me being tired, now let's maybe say I normally write 2 to 3 pages. Now I wrote a half a page, and blaming it on the fact that I got a bigger notebook. I got a bigger notebook, so now well, of course, if it's a bigger notebook instead of one like this, then it's going to be less. All of the things, all of the excuses. I happened to glance back through my notebook this week, and I done probably wrote in there 3 days, maybe 4 out of 7, right? And on top of that, I was just kind of thinking about what my week consisted of, and I was like, I mean, I done looked up all the high protein recipes. I've been looking for apartments. I have been making allergy testing, obsessing over what I have food tolerances to, and what can I eat, and what can I do, and half of the stuff that I end up having intolerance to, I've been eating, and I can't even say I had any issues until I didn't see it on paper. That's why I like to get that's why I like going to the doctor. Anyway, focusing on the allergy testing, focusing on looking for an apartment, focusing on when I'm gonna work out, what workouts am I gonna do. Let me watch 18 videos to find me a quick 30-minute workout. Let me catch I really want to watch Taylor break down the Bible. So let me just read a couple pages just to be able to, which I can't even lie. I ain't saying I ain't read the Bible at all this week, but I went to look and she was on like, she already on chapter 18 in Leviticus, and I'm on like 6 or 7. What are we doing, girl? But yeah, I just realized as I look back over this week specifically, and I was like, dang, Lord, I ain't made no time for you. I ain't made no time for you. And the sad thing is, let's keep it 100. I won't even giving you much time from the jump. Like on a good week of me being like, yeah, I won't even give you much time then. And now I'm doing even less. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. And then like I said, I'm talking about, I can't give nobody no hug because something might jump on me. Girl, ain't nothing jumping on you, girl. You ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing in your word. You ain't doing what you need to do as far as God is concerned. Like I was thinking about my job, and I'm not saying I have free time at my job, but it's a lot. The position I'm in now is a lot slower because it's more reactive. So yes, I have daily tasks and all of the things, but you can go in and knock them out quick. And then it's more like, if you need me, I'm here. I'm on your call if you need me. If I need to help you with something with your client, I can do so. Child, I stayed with that phone in my hand. But do you think I'd be on the Bible app? Do you think I finished the Bible plan? The Bible plan that I started before I went on the retreat, the Women of the Bible. Did I finish that? No, I went on ahead and canceled it. Okay, I just gave up on it, which is crazy because in ways it's like giving up on God, you know, and you don't want to say it like that, but that's exactly what it is. And to be quite honest, just in reading Exodus and being in Leviticus now, baby, let me say something. We are so lucky that we have the God of today and not the God of the Moses days and the Aaron days and all of that, because he would take you out like that. He would take you out like that. There were so many, I don't want to say hoops you had to jump through, but there were so many things you had to do, so many specific sacrifices, so many things we had to do to keep him from just taking us out for not doing what he said. Okay. And like I said, here I am. I can't even pick up the Bible. I can't even pick up a book. I can't even write in my journal. I can't even pray. I can't even listen to the praise team songs and listen to the lyrics and use that to minister to not only myself, but the people in the congregation. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like small things, but it's so huge because, like I said, it makes perfect sense to me what Pastor was saying, because I've been feeling like it's been something wrong all week. I've been feeling like I can't get right. I just feel off. I feel a little bit sad. Not, you know what I'm saying? Just not where I need to be. And it's because I'm not where I need to be in my walk with the Lord. A prime example. So me and my homegirls, we went to this little Ocean Breeze adult night last night, y'all. Okay. I can't even get my thoughts together. Like I said, hindsight is always 2020. And the more I think about it, I'm like, girl, what did you think it was? What would you what would you think? You so busy trying to do something, you so busy trying to be outside that you didn't went to something that you knew goodness well, if you had really thought about it, how was you going to enjoy yourself? How was that going to be the same for you? Child, it rained all day yesterday, the majority of the day. But they won't canceling anything, and then my little money was on the line. So now we like, oh, we gotta at least go. But I'm definitely like, I ain't gonna say we. I'm like, I ain't about to lose this $50. And $50 is not a whole lot of money, but I was like, you know what? It might be a whole vibe. Last year I said I was gonna go, but it was supposed to rain, and then I didn't go. And the girls that did go, they had a great time. We go there in a torrential downpour. Okay. It was literally hailing maybe 2 or 3 hours, 2 hours before we were supposed to go. I mean, that's God saying, girl, forget that money, go sit down somewhere. You could be working on your praise team songs. We go. Thank God for my niece driving, because we would probably still be on the side of the road if I was driving. Okay. Because it was raining like that. We in the road, we on the way there. We listening to the praise team songs all the way there, and not even because I'm trying to practice, because I need the Lord for the ride. I'm praying. I am praying out loud. I am sitting up like this, like I am driving, peering out the windshield like this, because we can't see, trying to show her the phone with the GPS. I am praying. I am singing the songs, heart to the top of my lungs. Lord, please keep us safe. Lord, I know we probably shouldn't even be out here, but Lord, just please keep us, guide us. You know what I'm saying? Open up a tunnel so that she can see, that we can, you know what I'm saying? Keep us, just keep that hedge of protection around this car and everybody else on this interstate, so that we can just get to where we're going in a safe manner. All of the things. Like I said, we jamming to the songs, I will bless the Lord, all of the things, all the way there. You wouldn't even think we was going somewhere that was going to play some ratchet rap. Okay? We get there. The girls is outside, okay? We outside, and you know what I'm saying? We got on bathing suits, but we got little cover-ups. I got on little biker shorts, a little crop top, tank top. You know what I'm saying? So I got the little stuff on, but I'm not out here like I'm like I'm naked or I ain't got no clothes on. Baby, these girls got everything hanging out. I don't know where we thought we was going. They got everything hanging out like it's 80 degrees in the middle of the day, not 65 degrees and drizzling on this Saturday night. We go because we didn't spend our little money. Heck, I'm there. They got to do the ID check. I had found out my ID was expired on the Good Wednesday, and I had to go to DMV and stand out in the rain for a couple hours and stuff just to get in there and get what I need to get. I'm there with the voided ID and the daggone paper. Like, this is just like I just had to be there because, again, like I said, we outside. We get in there. We like, oh yeah, girl, we're gonna at least get us a drink that's gonna take the chill off. The drinks is not only outrageous, but they ain't hitting on nothing. Okay. Yes, us women of God have a drink from time to time. Okay. Yeah. Because we all human out here. But yeah, drinks ain't hitting on nothing. They super, super expensive. Thank God I had been smart enough to eat before I came because I mean the food wasn't super high, but I'm like at this point I ain't trying to give y'all not another dollar, man. You couldn't even get a shot. You had to get the little funky mixed drinks, and that's how you one get a whole bunch of extra calories and stuff. And two, you could have just gave me just give me the juice. Just give me the juice. Anyway, girl, we sit there. Oh no, about an hour and a half because now we waiting on my other homegirl who we were all kind of going out for her, my sunshine. So we, we chilling, and I mean, let me say this: the night was entertaining. For one thing, I know I was sitting there like, that's how it was all night because it was a whole lot of going on. There was a whole lot of body parts exposed. Like I said, it was the ratchetest of the ratchet rap and all of the things. I might have, if they played 50 songs, I knew 3 of them. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of rap anyway, so I mean that's not surprising. But I mean, it was definitely a younger crowd. There were a couple ladies there, like me and my homegirls. But they were still the type that go live so that they can put their butt right in the camera and twerk and stuff like that. And I don't, I don't be doing all that. Yeah. So we sat and we sipped on our little drinks. They ate their food and we kikied. And like I said, we were very entertained. It was very much sensory overload. I mean, I ain't know where to look. It was just so much going on. But like I said, it was entertaining. I got to at least watch these people, my son, I should have gave my ticket to my sons. My son should have went. And yeah, they probably would have had a ball. Anyway, we did that. We listened to gospel on the way home. Once my other girl came, we sat there for a little bit, just so she could kind of see what it was. Because I told her, girl, we ain't even going to be here for long. And when you get here, you're going to see why. And she did, okay? So we literally went, listened to gospel all the way home. We stopped at a little bar, had a couple drinks, chopped it up. I had more time in that 15-20 minutes that we sat in the little bar than I did all night, to be honest, because we had real conversation. Like you could talk like I'm talking now. You could actually hear what you were saying because the music was so loud. Even with me yelling, they could barely hear me talking, and I knew I had to sing this morning, so I couldn't, what was I gonna do? So yeah, we did that. Came on home, all of the things. Excuse me. Let me get some of this water. But anyway, we came on home. Everybody got to their home destination safely. Again, it was nice to get out, but I was when I was talking to the Lord earlier, I was just saying like, yeah, I need to be a little bit more selective about what I'm getting into. And to be quite honest, do y'all know what of course I came home and I took my little nap and all of the things. I almost got caught up scrolling yet again because for whatever reason, I was looking to see who I was following and I came across somebody's name and I was like, who is this? And clicked on her page and she had all of these high protein cheesecake desserts. And I just started going on right back down the rabbit hole and looking at all of these high protein meals and all that. But I shook that off. I mean, I might have lost 15 minutes or whatever. Shame, but we all human out here. But yeah, you know what I did after that? I took my butt outside since I wanted to be outside so much, and I wrote in my journal. And I talked to the Lord, and I thanked him for his grace and mercy, and I thanked him for being the God of today and not yesteryears, because he probably would have struck me down. Like, how many times I got to take and tell you to show me some love and do these things that that you said you was gonna do, right? Because that's what that's really what I'm getting to in all that I'm saying in all of the little stories. Are you out here doing what it is that you said you was gonna do? Right. And again, for me specifically, because there are a lot of different things that I am doing that I said, but this is more me getting closer to God and being on this walk and having a good understanding. And I keep saying that I'm going to get in this word. I keep saying that I'm going to read these books that's going to help me in my knowledge and my closeness and seeing God as my father and all of the things, or learning his name so that I know when I need to call on him, I know who I need to call, and I just have a different understanding. I keep saying that I'm doing all of these things, and I am literally creating more and more things to do that keep me from prioritizing him. Like, even to come down, like, I ain't even ate my dinner yet. I went in there to fix my dinner, and I was like, you know what, girl, go ahead and do your podcast episode, and then you can go ahead and fix your little high protein dinner. Okay. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, in some ways, I just have to get serious and start putting God first and not doing the bare minimum, because that's what I've been doing. I've been doing the absolute bare minimum. And then I wonder why the results and things around me are the absolute bare minimum. Or like Pastor was saying with the distractions, maybe you got the little side hustle. Like, I got a little side hustle that barely sustains me. Do I make money? Absolutely. Yeah, I do. Could it be more? Absolutely. I mean, it ain't like, oh, I can quit my job. Oh, no, absolutely not. But he gave a great example of how, because we are blessed, because I am blessed, everything I put my hand on is going to be blessed, right? So because God is all in me and working in me, me working with my business partner and all of the things, he's going to continue to make sales. He's going to continue to profit and all of the things and need more product from me, because, that blessing is all over us. Right. But at the same time, is that the avenue that I'm supposed to be going down? Right. If it takes me away from God, because if I'm about my father's business, then all of my businesses are going to run as they should. And I'm still going to be able to give all of the time that I need and want to the Lord. Right. So again, I'm always, this is really for me, because like I said, Lord, you ain't have to drop that on Pastor like that for me like that, because I didn't know what was going on, and he read me left, right, and to the side and up and down and all of the things, honestly. What is it that you said that you was going to do that you ain't doing, and that you keep putting something else, something minuscule, something that seems big, something that's just enough to keep you chasing it, but it's not truly sustaining you, because the Lord will sustain us in all things, right? He is the provider, right? So we ain't got to be worried about the job, because we only got it because he allowing us to have it. But we make it what we make it, and we get what we get because of him, right? Or whatever the case might be. That's just an example. But what is it in your life, right, that you have said, this is my year, no matter what I'm going to? What is it? And what it and what, you know what I'm saying? I can't even get it out. Why are you putting that on the back burner and making everything else more important, right? So like I said, I'm going to hop off of here. I am going to fix my dinner. I am going to eat said dinner, and then I'm going back outside. Okay. And I'm going to sit out there and I'm going to read my Bible. As long as the mosquitoes allow me to. Um, and I'm just going to spend some time with the Lord. And so, like, that is my, I mean, obviously, I still have things I need to work on. I still have things I need to do. I have things I have to research, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be able to look up and say, oh, girl, I only scrolled for 3 days this week. Or, man, I ain't even get caught up on blah, 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 or going down that rabbit hole of the high protein, whatever. Because I don't even need a whole bunch of high protein, no high protein recipes for this work, because my homegirl Brandy, I don't know what her I don't know if she has a name for her business yet or whatever, but she is doing meal prep, and my girl throws down, right? So I'm getting some stuff from her to support her, so that's gonna cut down, and the portions. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be, but I wouldn't be surprised if the portions are a little bit large. So I'm going to be able to stretch that, just depending on what my specific calorie goals are, and stuff like that. So I don't even need no high protein recipes this week, because I got a couple things left over that can carry over to this week that I made last week, and I'm getting some stuff from her. I got me some fruit to make me some juices. Yeah. So that mean I don't need to come back next week and say, yeah, girl, because I was scrolling real hard looking at the high protein recipes. Ain't no need. That's time for the Lord. Ain't no need to be at work going, oh, I was bored, so I was flipping through either watching reels or I was looking at apartments, because the Lord already got that under control anyway, right? So I need to be, if anything, yeah, child, because I was stuck in that Bible app this week. I went on ahead and read a whole chapter of this and a whole chapter of that. That's what I need to be talking about. I finished one of these books I done started. I started getting through the book that Mother gave me. That's those are the things that I'm trying to report back and be saying. You know what I'm saying? And just changing the trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Because what I don't want is another week of feeling like I'm off. I don't want the Lord to have to grieve behind me, because I want us to be like this. Okay? More of him, less of me. And the only way that I can get there, the only way any of us can get there, is putting in the work and putting it in the right places. So again, if that specifically doesn't pertain to you, again, like I've challenged you before, I challenge you to look in your life, look at what it is that you said you was gonna do. You said you was gonna work out. You said you was gonna look for that new job. You said you was going to spend more time with your kids. You said you was going to get out of the house more, pour into yourself, practice self-love, go get your feet and your nails done once a month. Whatever it is that you said that you were going to do, girl, just do it. Put that other stuff on the back burner. You've been making it all of this time. It's not going to fall apart if you just switch it up a little bit, girl. Do what you said you were going to do. Okay? Because the payoff and the feeling that you get when you keep your word to yourself, right? We keep our word to everybody else. We show up for everybody else, but we forget ourselves. We forget to show up for ourselves and keep our word to ourselves. And remember, however we do with us, that's how other people are going to do with us. So if you can't keep your word to you, if you keep saying you're gonna do stuff for yourself and you don't do it, then baby, ain't people gonna treat you the same way, right? Right? We always say, let me treat people how I want to be treated. You treat you how you want to be treated. Treat yourself how you want to be treated, and see where that gets you. All right, that's it, y'all. I'm surprised I even talked for almost 30 minutes. Not really. Not really, but I love y'all. If you made it this far along into the video, I love you. Thank you. If not, again, it's always my goal to keep you staying around. Everybody have an amazing day. Yeah, do what it is that you said you was gonna do. I will talk to y'all next week. All right, everybody have a blessed day.